Do you feel spacey, untethered, out of sorts, scattered, not focused? Perhaps you need grounding. I need grounding. So this week's theme is grounding. I'm going to ground my Gemini ass down. I'm going to ground. What does that mean? I'm going to take all this wonderful, powerful energy in this beautiful place. I'm going to bring it into my body. I'm going to take it through my body into the earth. Get some good roots going down and have them wrap around the mama, the papa, the earth. We're weird that we gender earth, but you know. So I'm going to get into the dirt. And I'm going to center myself and stabilize myself and ground myself. This week's theme, grounding. I am in Northern California in some of the most beautiful nature that I have been in a while. Especially since Kentucky. Kentucky was some beautiful nature. This is gorgeous. Rolling hills, beautiful trees. I was in the Redwood forest, a grove, an old growth Redwood grove yesterday. I am with my beloved Lucky Bunny in a gorgeous intentional community. There's so much beauty. It was my birthday yesterday. There's so much gorgeousness going around, and yet my energy feels scattered as fuck. I can't keep my head moving in one direction. It is like bling. So I need to ground, bring this energy back down to earth. I love having a zip, 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 zoop, zoop kind of brain hole. It's exciting. I love seeing all the beautiful bits of life. And I also like being present. And if I'm not grounded, I'm not so present. It's like the quality of my presence is utterly tied to the quality of my feeling grounded. This is week 24 of my project hosted on Patreon, Experiments with Embracing Spring, which is drawing to an end, by the way. So that's also the change of seasons are happening, right? The shifting. Leaning into joy, vibrant possibilities romp. This is week 24, and we're going to explore some grounding. You can frame it in some other way if that makes sense to you. You don't have to be all woo and say grounding. You can say, I just want to feel more centered, less scattered, more focused, whatever you want to say, more present. Because that's the thing about grounding, really. It's about being present with yourself, with others, with something bigger, whatever that may be. It could be community. It could be your connection to the divine. It could be life. It could be nature, your family. Being more present. We're going to be wrangling these kind of experiments this week in this gorgeous land. You are in for a treat, but because there's going to be photos and probably another video, probably a video outside. It's hot here. I have to figure out where is shady and cooler so that I can do this outside and have it be not too windy of a day, because I would love to video, to vlog outside. Hopefully I'm going to be making a couple wee films. You know, I love the wee films, and doing lots of experiments with this gorgeous, beautiful place that I'm in, this surrounding that is just heart opening and beautiful. The experiment for today, it's Monday, folks, so you know what we do with that. We look at the concept of grounding. What does it mean to you? How do you frame it? What do you need in terms of grounding? You can look at the basics, and I will talk about, I already wrote up basically the description for today and the experiment for today. And in it, I talk about the basics. What do I mean? Of course, food, water, air, rest, exercise, sleep, solitude, connection, all these things, the basics of life, because they are utterly impacted, or you are impacted when you don't have those things in the right proportion, which can make you feel destabilized, which is the opposite of feeling grounded. So looking at those basics, of course, I have just transitioned from Chi-Town, my beloved Chi-Town, one of the largest cities in, well, the country and one of the larger cities in the world, to nature and very few human beings and very little concrete and really blue skies and intense sun. So I also know that it's part of the transition of living the nomad life that you don't feel tethered for a while. You feel untethered. You feel ungrounded for a little while until you catch your gravity again. You catch your balance again. And then you do it again and again and again. This is a dynamic flow of life. You know, you don't reach balance as a place to live. I don't believe so. It is a dynamic that you move towards, and then you get out of balance, and then you get in balance, then you move around. And it's this shifting flux that really reflects the reality that we all are a part of, which is change is the only constant, and permanence is the only game in town. So because of that, we are all transitioning. We just fake ourselves out with these markers of security and stability, like a house, like, family, like you live in one place, you're going to school, your job. All these things are symbolic of what we think of as safety, security, stability. And in reality, all of it is in change and flux all the time. So getting better, like I think to myself, that's one of my goals, is to get better at noticing when I don't feel grounded and beginning to attend to that, give attention to that, to be able to ground. So yeah, let's get our heads around grounding, and let's do some really cool experiments this week together. If you are liking the shenanigans with me, please consider subscribing. If you're seeing this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when I upload, there's a little bell to ring. Also, this is hosted on Patreon. I would love for you to become a patron of mine. It's only $5 a month. That's where it starts. It's cheap. It's a deal. And you get access to more things than all of the experiments. All 100 today, 62 experiments are free, living on Patreon. I post every now and then some of them to Facebook, but frankly, that's not my main focus. My main focus is doing this every single solitary day, creating consciously experiments under a theme of a week every single solitary day. And you know that as I ground this week, I'm going to be pulling on all that good stuff that I have done in the 23 weeks prior to this particular time. It is beautiful here. I feel so very fortunate to be here with my beloved and to be in this incredible space. I think I'm going to be able to ground, and I'm looking forward to it. Yesterday's birthday was so wonderful, so much energy, and wow, is it a lot? I need to process that. I need to metabolize and sync up with myself. That's what grounding kind of is. It's syncing up with yourself and your surroundings and life. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me. There's the sigh. What comes next? Let me ground for a second, because I want to give it to you good. We do this thing together. We do this thing